really hard on their research about ancient Egypt. Choosing a topic, it all started over here. We read about Egyptian creation myths, learned a lot about the different gods and goddesses and the afterlife, because that is a huge part of the ancient Egyptian culture. And they brainstormed possible research topics, and then it was go. Researching, finding resources, remembering and reviewing how to write a research essay, and coming up with the hard part, the thesis statement about your topic. How do you have an interesting new idea about something that has been researched many times before? And they have some wonderful thesis topics, thesis statements that you will hear in their presentations. For their presentations, so they're in this box, right, for their essays, 5 paragraphs, thesis statement, introduction, conclusion. Come on in, have a seat anywhere. And then when it comes to the presentations, the box opens up and they are free to do pretty much whatever they want. And bring their gifts and their talents to it, their personalities, their energy, and I think you will see a very accurate reflection of all of that in their presentations today. So we're going to start pretty quickly because we have a lot to get through in a relatively short period of time. So cue up the videos, cue up the phones, whatever you need to do. And I think as soon as everyone gets settled, you can sit anywhere you want, and there are extra chairs back there if you need to grab one of those. Are we ready? Are we ready? 3. All right, so we're going to start with Loretta and Julia, who have collaborated in their presentation. Both gods, Seth and Isis, and they'll be teaching you what they learned about those 2 gods in their presentation.
Hello, I'm Daisy Aldridge from Ancient Egyptian News Channel 8. Today, Maggie Crowner will be interviewing Seth.
Seth, tell us what you are god of.
Storms, chaos, disorder, foreigners, and violence. Well, that's what people think.
Is it true you chopped Osiris into 14 pieces?
I'm not completely evil, okay? This is why I'm here today, promoting that cause. And anyway, it was for a good reason. I wanted to be Pharaoh, and I told him to get into a box. And if he fit in it, he could keep it. So when he went into the box, I locked him in and threw him down the Nile. No big deal, right? He totally fell for it. And besides, it created a good purpose. Yep.
But how did he get cut into 14 pieces? And what kind of good purpose did it serve?
Well, his wife and my sister Isis found Osiris's body. So I got mad, cut him into 14 pieces. All the pieces were found except for one piece, which was eaten by my husband.
That's shocking information.
Wait, I'm not finished yet. When Osiris fell for my brilliant trick and he died, he was then able to create the afterlife because he died.
So basically, without you, the afterlife wouldn't exist?
Stop interrupting me! But yes, it's true, it's fascinating, it's amazing, it's wonderful, it's perfectly perfect. But people don't even give me any credit for it. They basically are the evil ones.
Do you know how Egypt got split into Lower and Upper Egypt?
I'm a god, and I know everything about Egypt. So of course I do. Horus, the worst nephew I could ever have, decided he should be Pharaoh and he was better than me. So we had a fight for the position as Pharaoh. Finally, Ra split Egypt into 2 pieces, one for each of us.
Is there any more to your story?
Why, yes, there's a lot more. I protected Ra from his worst enemy and my family too. Also, there's a tragic story about Isis. They should be calling her evil.
What? Are you kidding me?
She dressed up as a beautiful young woman, and she made me agree I should be destroyed. And that was the end of me.
Oh my, well it was so much fun interviewing you, Seth. Bye.
Bye.
Now on to Seth's sister, Isis.
We are back at Ancient Egyptian News Channel 8. Now we have Isis.
Hello, I am Isis, goddess of protection.
So, Isis, is it true you made your son out of your dead husband's spirit?
Yes, I didn't want to have Horus that way, but it's very hard to have a baby when your husband has been cut up into 14 pieces, and the pieces are scattered all over Egypt. That's also how I earned my title as most powerful in Egypt.
What? I am.
Oh my, that's very interesting. Who was your husband, and who cut him into pieces, and why did they call you the most powerful? Why not Osiris?
I believe he was here earlier, but if not, it was Seth that cut my husband Osiris into 14 pieces. I was most powerful because when I was queen, Osiris and I were loved by my mortal followers. Ra was most powerful, being the god of all living and stuff, but he was careless and didn't care about the mortals. Since I know how to use magic, I tricked Ra and quickly learned how to use my powers for the greater cause.
Seth, he was here just before you. He had a different idea, though.
Look, I'm not 100% evil.
Oh, and that was...
He said that.
I protected Ra and my family, and without me, the afterlife wouldn't exist. People only called me evil because I killed my brother, but without me, the afterlife wouldn't be here today.
My brother isn't always truthful, He killed his 3-year-old nephew because he was jealous. Of a 3-year-old even. Same with his brother. But darling, don't believe me.
That is not true. You should totally believe me.
And there he is, of course. Seth, you know it's true. I know it's true. Ask the rest of my family.
Well, Seth, seems like that's true.
I'm sorry, we shouldn't be fighting at a time like this. But anyway, let's continue on.
Just one more question before you have to go. What does your name mean? It's not every day you hear the name Isis.
Some say my name means she who weeps, because when Osiris was cut off, I'll admit, I was in an emotional crisis. I cut off my hair and tore my robes. My name also means throne, or seat.
Isis, you're not so bad after all.